Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. How are you doing, Tucker? He said, I'm doing good. I'm ready for my dad to come home. You're ready for your dad to come home? You want to see your daddy? You want to see your daddy? They know about 6 words, and dad is one of them. Anyway, are you so excited to just hang out tonight and watch TV with your dad? He says, yes, I am. I'm really ready for the night. Okay, I have several books over here, but the first book that I want to talk about is The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Did you guys get your copy of The Magic? Today is the first day of 28 that we are starting this book together on this journey. I'm very excited about it. I sat outside today, I have to tell you. I sat outside and I read the entire introduction, which was 28 pages. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. And then I read day 1, which is about making your gratitude list, or count your blessings is what it's called. And there were some things that I had forgotten about doing this book. And I can remember the first time that I would do it, or the first time that I did it, I think I've actually done this more than once. Or I did it all the way through once and then have tried to do it several times after that and not like completed it. Because if you read the book, what it says is that it's supposed to be 28 consecutive days. So if you miss a day, that you're supposed to go back 3 days and then count forward. That way it kind of gets you in the habit of practicing gratitude. But I got this like composition notebook that had like, it wasn't like a trapper keeper, but it was just like a, just a notebook. And it had like the manila, what do you call it, of like pockets inside, because there's some things that you're going to want to put in there, like pictures and things like that as you go. And I can remember that every day, I can see myself sitting there every day writing out, like today, or like, I am, number 1, I am truly grateful for my dogs because they bring me so much joy in my life and give me unconditional love. And I can see myself sitting there and writing out 10 things I was grateful for every single day, 10 different things. And then reading them out loud, because you're supposed to like read them to yourself or read them out loud. But I always read them out loud because I think that affirms the positive more. So when I was reading this book today, I got really excited, you guys. And I was like, I want to go buy a new notebook today. I meant to do that this weekend and I didn't do it. And I was sitting outside and it was just such a beautiful fall day. It's in the 70s outside and I was sitting out there. I haven't even gone and got my coffee yet and it's already 5:24. I was just drinking water. And it was just such a beautiful day. And I just felt so calm and peaceful just reading this book already. Like I was like really excited about starting on this journey. So I hope that you're doing this with me. The second day is about the magic rock, which I've already done this exercise before, so I know what it is. And I actually keep something next to my bed still to this day because of this exercise. But the reason that you have to read it the night before is that you're supposed to look for it the next day. So make sure that you read the exercise tonight for tomorrow. And I have not done my gratitude list yet for today. I did like, in my head out loud at gratitude lists that I do sitting outside. I do my prayers, my meditations, and I kind of like speak to my higher power and say my gratitude list that way. But I haven't sat down and done my written gratitude list. So I'm going to go and I'm going to get a composition book and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do my list of gratitudes for today and blessings and count my blessings. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. I also have my literature meeting tonight with all of my girlfriends that we get together on Monday nights on Zoom, and we do a 12-step literature group kind of together and read literature. It's really fun. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, it's just a nice night, and Alex will probably hunker in with the dogs in bed. We got new bedding and this weekend, which is fantastic, and it's just going to be a really peaceful evening. And then after that, I'm going to vlog and read my cozy mystery book that I'm reading. So, all right, let's get into, so that's The Magic for today. Let me know if you're doing this in the comment section below. Let me know if you have read that part already. I will tell you that I did, I don't know if this is the first time that I did it, but I will tell you that I really do believe that the consistency of doing it every day and not missing a day is important. And I was kind of like looking at it and I was like, it really only takes 10 or 15 minutes to read the chapter. and then do the gratitude list for that day. Now, there will be other exercises that you do in here. There's letters that you write. There's things that you have to practice and stuff like that. So sometimes the activities will be longer than that, but there are things that you can do throughout the day. There are things you can do before bed. But I think to save 15 minutes to a half an hour every single day for this book is probably what you're going to need. And 30 minutes probably every day for this book. And I would really highly suggest keeping up, being consistent with it. I don't know. You know what? I have the book up there where I did it, and I don't know if I finished this book. I really don't remember if I do, because like when I was reading it, and it's got it broken down into like the 12 chapters of the past and today, and then the next 10 are what you want in your future, and then the last 6 are like maintaining that. Like, I don't know that I did the last 6, and I'm looking through here, and it's talked about the magic wand and things like that. So I don't know if I did or not. Cue the magic. I don't think I did. The magical air you breathe, or the magical air that you breathe. So anyway, I'm really, really excited about it. Well, if I didn't, I'm doing it this time. So I don't know how far I made it in this, but I do know I made it pretty far because I have the notebook that has me doing the gratitude list on a daily basis. So that's that's the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, that we are doing for this month, for the month of November, for, you know, gratitude and all of that. So let me know what you think if you're going to do that. All right, let's read a meditation. I'm going to pick from Melody Beatty's Journey to the Heart today. Here we go. It is November 9th. Let's see. I have no idea what this book is going to say for today. This is interesting. November 9th, a meditative journey. And it's a long one, you guys, so bear with me. Can you see? All this page and all that. Okay. November 9th, a meditative journey. Go deeper into the forest. Walk among the trees. Down the winding dirt path strewn with rocks and wood chips. See the salamander dart across your path. Listen to the birds chirp. Hear the rustling in the bushes. Walk down the path until you come to the quiet pond. Sit for a while and rest. When you are ready, walk to the edge of the pond. Look down into the still waters. What do you see? At first, just water. Then gradually, a reflection emerges. It is you. It is your life. Gaze peacefully into the water, into the reflection of your life. See that it has been just as it should be. A lifetime of events causing ripples of love, peace, and healing in the universe. See that it is now just as it should be. The people who are gathered around you are there for a reason. The places you have visited were not without purpose. Do you hear Tucker's feet on the floor? The lessons you have learned are yours forever. You are right where you need to be. Gaze into your reflection in the quiet, deep mirror of the pond until you see that, know that, feel that. Gaze long enough to see truth, peace, contentment, divine order. Sit down and again, look around the forest. Take in its beauty, its wonder, its shimmering emerald leaves, the tiny white wildflowers cropping up everywhere, delicate surprises that bring joy. Inhale the smells, the fresh growth, the musk, the smell of cedar and pine. Inhale, breathe deeply, until the breath of life fills you with wonder. Let it flow throughout you. Let it saturate every cell. Every cell. Peace, contentment, divine order. You are safe. The forest is your friend. It tells you that all is well. Look around. See the tallest tree. See that it has weathered every storm, and millimeter by millimeter, ring by ring, continued its growth over centuries. Know that you have grown that way too. Rise slowly when it's time. Find your path. Feel the earth beneath your feet, supporting you, giving you strength, filling you with grounded energy. Walk down the winding path through the glimmers of sunlight until you reach the edge of the forest. Now you are in the light. Say goodbye to the woods. Say goodbye to this time of deepest contemplation and reflection on all you have seen, all you have been, all you are. Go in peace. Go in contentment. Go now into the light of your life. I love this meditation so much because this is exactly what I do in the mornings, you know, and this is a spiritual act. And when people ask me, like, what do I mean by spiritual? I mean, like, of the soul. Like, who are you at your core? Like, who is deep down there in your soul? Like, who are you, you know? And when I sit outside for 5 minutes, okay, and, you know, like, even when it gets colder, like, taking the dogs outside and just standing out there with, like, the brisk, cold winter air, you know, or seeing the birds fly by, or hearing the trees, you know, bend and crack in the wind, I feel part of this universe in a way that I don't feel when I'm on social media or, you know, that I'm in traffic, driving, honking my horn. I try to practice that. But when I'm outside, and you know, it's interesting because for much of my life I was not a nature lover, and I'm becoming a nature lover, which is so strange, you know, that later in my life I would want to do things like hike and camp and, you know, be out in nature. I'm like, the camping thing, I'm like, it's still over here, but it sounds appealing, you know? But just sitting outside and feeling the grass. Have you ever walked in your grass before, if you can? Like if you don't live in a major city, and just take your shoes off and walk in the grass and feel it? Have you ever walked in the snow barefoot? Just for a minute, you know, just for 30 seconds and just feel the snow between your feet? Or stood in a rainstorm and allowed yourself to get soaked? Have you ever just been truly immersed in being part of the nature, the natural universe that is around you, that you really are part of? Because when you do, and when you sit there like I do in the mornings, I feel so connected to the sounds and everything. And what happens for me is that, and this is where I think I love that it's called a meditative journey. You know, what happens for me is that, like, if my life is like this, this is what happens. It like slows everything down for me, you know? And I start noticing the smallest things. And so when I'm sitting outside, even if it's just for 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm looking up there, I'm looking up there right now, you know? And I see the birds, and I see a squirrel, all right? I see a tree limb fall, or I see a new branch in our yard that must have fallen in a storm, you know? Or I notice a little, you know, bunny rabbit, you know, hopping across the yard that the dogs don't see. When I'm noticing my dogs and something that Boo Radley happens to focus on and run after. When I notice those smaller things, it slows down my life. It makes me more aware, and it makes me more focused on everything that's going on around me. And then the things that matter, the things that are truly, truly important, arise to the surface. And then I can really see what's going on right in front of me, and I can really appreciate those things that are the most important. I love this. I love this journey. I love this meditation. I think that often, like, I got really bogged down for a long time with this idea of meditation, that I thought like it was some religious kind of like practice that I didn't understand. And yes, it can be that, but it doesn't have to be that. Meditation literally can also be defined as deep thought. Just sitting down and thinking about things on a deep level, you know? So anyway, let me know what you think about this meditation if you liked it, and practice just 5 minutes in the morning or in the evening. You know, I'm like, you guys know I'm a night person, so I love just like being outside at night, just kind of, I get scared sometimes, but like just, you know, like hearing the leaves, you know, blow across the street, and hearing the sounds of the night. The sounds of the night are different than the sounds of the day, and that's, you know, fun to notice as well. But just being part of the world, you know, just being part of the world around me. Right, Tucker? He said, right, Dad. Now are we ready to start our evening? Can I have a kiss? He said, we're ready to start our evening. You ready? Okay, let's go. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.